Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Photon Marks. Today we discuss dimensions. What is a dimension? First we know that dimension is the measure of an object in space. For example, or it is measure of an object in space. For example, for one dimensional, for example, for one dimensional 1D, that is only length. It's only the length. For 2D, two dimensional, its length, breadth. Its measurement is area. Its unit is meter square and its measurement is length or meter. It's so in 3 dimension, length, breadth, and height. Its measurement is volume meter cube. So in physics, generally dimension of a physical quantity shows how it's depend on finite quantities, that is mass, length, and time. In physics, dimension mass, length, and time. For example, uh, dimension of volume. Volume is length into breadth into height. Its formula, so its length q. This is length. This is length. This is also length. We know that physical quantity are two types. One is fundamental quantities, another one is derived quantities. First, write physical quantities. We know that physical fundamental quantities, 7 fundamental quantities, that is length, its symbol is L and its dimension is A. Mass, M, symbol its dimension M, square bracket. Time, T, dimension formula T. Electric current, I, dimension formula I, or A. Temperature, K. Amount of substance, mole, dimension formula mole. Luminous intensity, symbol CD for CD. Now derived quantity, those quantities enumerate to each other, or it quantity obtained from fundamental quantities. For example, area, its formula is length into breadth, so L square. This is also length, this is also length, L square. Volume, length into breadth into height, so LQ. velocity. We know that velocity formula distance by time or displacement by time to L by T or L T minus 1. Acceleration velocity by time. So velocity its dimension formula is T minus 1 by time t. So it is T minus 2. Force mass into acceleration. That is mass m, acceleration. This is T minus 2. This is the dimensional formula. First we know that dimensional formula express a physical quantity in terms of power base of dimensions. So we can write dimension of force is mass 1, length 1, and time is minus 2. That is m1 L1 T minus 2. Similarly, now dimension of pressure is force by area. Force is dimension of force is m1 L1 T minus 2 by dimension of area square. So it's m1 L minus 1 T minus 2. So dimension of force is so dimension of force mass 1, length minus 1, time minus 2. Now is the physical quantities. We know that dimensional variable, non-dimensional variable, dimensional constant, and non-dimensional constant. Those quantities have dimensions is called dimensional variable. Those quantities have no dimension is called non-dimensional variable. And the dimensions constant, for example, Planck constants. You know that Planck constant, gravitational constant, and non-dimensional constant, for example, natural number that is 1, 2, 3, pi by 2 have got no dimensions, and our dimensional constants, Planck constants, gravitational constants, Boltzmann constants, our dimensional non-dimensional variable. We say that dimensionless quantities, strain, angle, specific gravity, refractive index. This is the non-dimensional variable. And dimensional variable velocity, acceleration, force, momentum, impulse. That is a velocity. Velocity is the dimensional variable. This is dimensional variable. Its dimension is m0 L1 T minus 1. What do we know the strain? Dimensionless quantity m0 L1 L0 T0, and non-dimensional constant, for example 1, 2, pi, 3, also dimensionless quantity, or we say that non-dimensional constant, and also Planck's constant h. It is dimension is m1 L2 T minus 1. So there are generally 4 types of physical quantities in representing dimension: dimensional variable, non-dimensional variables, dimensional constant, non-dimensional constant. This is the dimensional variable and this is the non-dimensional variable, or we say that dimensionless quantity, and this is the non-dimensional constant 1 2 pi 3, or say that dimensionless quantities, and this is the dimensional constant. For example, Planck constant h m1 l2 t minus 1, also gravitational constant, specific gravity, refractive index. Sorry, these are dimensionless quantity. I hope it is useful for you. Thank you so much.